They have so much garbage and filth on that platform all the time. They did not censor people when they were using those platforms for the rioting that occurred over the summer. So their excuse doesn't hold.
Big tech has been having it too good for too long. Now, however, red states are all set to make life miserable for the likes of Facebook and Twitter. The message is clear. Stifling of conservative voices will result in punitive action being taken against big tech in Republican states. Hi and welcome to TFI Global, the foreign affairs and geopolitical analysis arm of the TFI Media Group. I am your host Sanbir Singh, and in this video we'll tell you about the path-breaking legislation being prepared in Florida and Texas to take on big tech companies and their brazen censorship. Two red states, Florida and Texas, are looking to wage a new battle against big tech censorship. After Trump got banned by several social media companies, it became clear that conservative speech in the United States of America is under a grave threat. The mainstream media is already used to ridicule prominent Republican faces, and now even social media platforms aren't free from issues like arbitrary censorship. Florida is looking to rein in big tech with a legislation addressing censorship, election interference, and privacy concerns. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis spoke about the legislation at a press conference earlier this month. He alleged that big tech had come to look more like Big Brother. DeSantis also alleged that social media companies practiced viewpoint discrimination and engaged in coordinated, calculated efforts to promote a political agenda during the last elections. The Florida governor made it clear that censorship on social media companies is not acceptable. He said they could potentially deplatform a candidate, suppress a message, and that is something that is okay? I don't think so. He disclosed that the upcoming legislation, titled Transparency in Technology Act, may include a $100,000 per day fine for each day a candidate is removed from a platform. DeSantis also lambasted big tech for censoring Trump. Speaking about Twitter's action against Trump, DeSantis said they are not principled in this. The Florida governor added, they have so much garbage and filth on that platform all the time. They did not censor people when they are using those platforms or the rioting that occurred over the summer. Meanwhile, Texas Governor Greg Abbott also announced, we are working with Senator Hughes on legislation to prevent social media providers like Facebook and Twitter from canceling conservative speech. Hughes explained the pith and substance of the legislation. The senator said, so the bill we're getting ready to file will say that if a company discriminates against you, deplatforms you, blocks you, kicks you off based on your viewpoint, based on your politics, your religion, based on viewpoint discrimination, it will give you a way to get back online. Hughes added, what we would like to do is to give any Texan who's being discriminated against the option to bring an action, and we think that will get Facebook's attention, get Twitter's attention, and cause them to start treating Texans fairly. Florida and Texas have thus opened a fresh front against censorship on social media platforms. The way Donald Trump, the then President of the United States of America, was ostracized by big tech instilled a legitimate fear. It seemed as if American laws had failed to catch up with regulation of content on gigantic social media platforms. The fresh legislation proposals in two red states, however, show that social media giants won't be given a license to curb free speech. There will be consequences for arbitrarily gagging conservative voices, and bullying by tech majors won't be tolerated.